Good afternoon. This is Monday, June 29th. I'm Gary Pace, the County Public Health Officer, and we're going to give the coronavirus update. So the current numbers in California, there's 215,000 cases, 5,900 deaths. We are seeing a significant increase in cases and hospitalizations throughout the region and the state. Lake has had a large increase over the weekend, now with 56 total cases, 17 that are active. 3 people are in the hospital, one of who was transferred out of county to a higher level of care. All 3 are in the ICU at this point. We will be adding demographic data to the web portal today. I think it's there by now. So I had said earlier that once we pass 50 cases, we would put some of that up, and so it should be there at this point. So things are changing really quickly now. We're entering a new phase. Pretty much most of the businesses are open, although there are some restrictions in place still with social distancing and face masks. The situation is worsening now because of the opening, and we're seeing an increased number of cases, and some of the people are sicker. We're also seeing that some of the sources of the infection are more difficult to identify, so we may be seeing some community transmission now. So the situation is worsening all over the state, like in the similar fashion. The governor has told Imperial County down on the border with Mexico that they need to go back to full shelter in place. And we're also seeing that he's telling that the counties that are in some trouble, that are on the monitoring list, that they need to close bars. I guess what was happening was people were sending out Facebook posts of dancing and drinking and being without masks and getting real close in the bars. And so now he's mandating that some of the counties close down the bars. So we don't know exactly what's going to happen here, but we're getting a sense of what the state will do if things worsen. And we're also putting together a plan on how we can respond if things get worse. It seems like the virus is spreading mainly in larger group events, especially when they're being held inside. So we're starting to really discourage those kinds of groups. Also, in our investigations, we're finding that people who use masks and keep good social distancing are showing much less transmission to other people they're in contact with than the other folks who aren't as careful. So we don't intend at this point to go back to adding more restrictions, but we're watching the situation very closely. Our goal is for people to be safe and to not overwhelm the hospitals. We're also really concerned about the vulnerable people in the community, the elders and the folks with chronic medical conditions. So you really need to stay home and be safe, especially this coming weekend with the 4th of July and all the activity that's going to be going on during that time. So we're going to try to do updates here once or twice a week. I know we haven't had some for a while because it's been kind of stable, but now with things changing, I think we'll try to get on doing these videos a little more often. Thank you for your cooperation.